Bobby, it seemed like when that goal got called back, they seized momentum. How did you see it at that point in the game?
Yeah, I mean that's a turning point for sure. It's one of those calls that unfortunately doesn't go your way, but it's a different game if we get that second goal. But I thought after the first period we just didn't play well enough to sustain play like we did in the first, hanging on to pucks, getting pucks to the net. Took a few penalties there. I think got us on our heels a bit. It was not good enough for 60.
Justin, what can this team do to maybe get offense from somebody besides the top line?
I mean, we had some chances there, but just continue to work at it. I think we got players that are capable in this room of scoring, and it's going to take different guys each night. So I believe in our group in here, and we can get that done. So we got to continue to get better, practice, and continue to work on around those nets, scoring goals.
When the goal was called back, did you sense maybe a little bit of deflation on the bench, or?
We knew it was a close call, so we were either way we got to make sure we were prepared either way. So I don't think there was any deflation, but obviously it's a turning point game where you go up 2-1, and maybe it's a little different that way, but. Like I said, we just I thought the first period was really good. Hanging on to pucks to the nets, getting through the neutral zone. I thought we turned some pucks over there in the second and third, and kind of slowed our game down a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think we started well. We dominated the O-zone the first period and came out in the second. And, every team has good players. Every team plays hard. They're going to push. We just didn't have a response to that push. And, in the third period, they came out. It was a tough no-goal call there on the offsides. And then they scored 2 quick ones. So we didn't have a response for that. And, we just didn't generate enough tonight.
Did you sense any deflation from the team after that goal was disallowed?
No, I don't think our response was good enough. I think the message should be no matter what, we go out there and the next shift we should be back in the O-zone and back on the forecheck, and that didn't happen. So there wasn't deflation, but we all knew that it would have been a big goal, and I think there was more deflation after the 2 quick ones from them.
Seems like you guys had a lot of chances, but maybe Gibson stopped you early on, especially.
Yeah, I mean, we hit the post a couple times there, disallowed goal. I think, we did generate, but we just didn't generate enough in front of their net in the first period, and we did get the first goal, but having 2 would have been nice and something that we feel we should have had, and we played too well to give up 2 points tonight, I feel.
What did you see as far as your play compared to the first 2 games and comparing it here tonight?
You mean the
team play?
Yeah, we got off to a good start, again tonight. In the second period, took our foot off the gas a little bit, took a couple penalties, then you give them a little bit of life. But the game was right there for the taking, heading into the third.
Did you since the team got a little bit on its heels after that goal was disallowed there and then they scored 2 quick ones?
Not at first, but hindsight's 2020. Now that we look back at it, you'd probably say that. But it's one of those things. This game's a game of momentum and a game of inches, and it just didn't go our way tonight.
Jeff, where do you start when you look back at tonight?
Turnover in the second period. We had carried the play the first period, had the better chances by far, created tons of turnovers, pounded the puck in the O-zone, and then second period we're skating up the wall. We try to make a backhand pass to a guy that's covered. We turn it over. Next we kill a couple penalties, and we're on our heels for most of that period until the end. Then we get a good shift there, a good few shifts at the end. We score a goal, so now we should be back at it. Just put pucks in behind them and go play in their zone. Instead, we just turn tons of pucks over. I mean, that's what cost us. We beat ourselves. Like I talked about, don't beat yourselves. We beat ourselves 100% tonight. That's not taking anything away from them. They hung in there and they kept playing, but we beat ourselves for sure.
You had the goal taken off the board. How did you feel momentum switch at that time?
Only switches if you let it, and we let it by allowing them to score, by having bad shifts after that, and go play and put it in their end and go play. I mean, it's crazy. So again, we can't beat ourselves as a hockey team.
No, I thought they put the replay in to take away the obvious offside, and here's one. It's like a couple millimeters like that. I mean, Do you have any thoughts on that, any comments on that?
You know, I never saw the angle that would have proved it until I got back in here. You know, I don't know. I've said this before, like take out the blue line cameras and all that wouldn't have dictated that. When they got another shot, it must have been from the truck there. So we were working hard to find a shot that turned it offsides. I'm not sure why, but you know, if you go from the top, you wouldn't have saw it. But it is what it is. You can't say, well, it's kind of offside. I mean, once you have the camera evidence, you got to make the call. They made the right call. I'd take the blue line cameras out. I've said that a lot. Yep.
Just in general, over these three games, you got a nice goal tonight from Philip Polonic, but what can you do to get more from the rest of the forward lines?
Glennie scored in Nash. You know, we definitely need more depth of scoring, though. You know, you put doubles back in. You're hoping that gives you some more depth of scoring. I think we all in here know that he can score, so that gives you a line that at the very least, you know, you're looking somewhere between 20 and 30 goals with doubles. You'd feel confident saying that, and you know, Glennie's been able to score. Other than that, we're gonna have to score with the way we had lots of the first, lots of. I mean, it's a good goalie over there, you know. So lots of rebounds, lots of tips, lots of things like that. Being hard as can be at the net.